Hello, welcome back to Resident Evil Village, Part 3. Let's go ahead and continue from where we left off on. Alright. I got a new entry here. February 19th, morning, Louise's house. I found survivors huddled together at Louise's house. I think she's the bigwig here. But then one of them turned into one of those creatures. He slaughtered everyone there. I get it. These monsters are the villagers. And this village is their den. I now know two things, that I'm the only one left, and that Rose might be in that castle, so that's where I'm going to next. Yep. Okay. A tip about typewriters, they would never. Alright. Then as far as general exploration goes right now, we are kind of locked from a lot of stuff because we need to progress. So, not much point other than if you didn't search some areas and you kind of want to redouble check in case you're missing any like useful items like herbs or anything like that, then now's the time to do it. Nothing in the water. This part's going to get really fucked here pretty soon. And we always just generally want to be looking up too, because you never know when jewels are kind of shining in the way. I think I remember all their locations, but sometimes I do miss a few. Door's locked. Like I said, for a Resident Evil game, just keep an open mind. Things have gotten really, really weird with the franchise up to this point, but it's still a great story.
Well. Didn't think anyone was left. You must be pretty tough. Huh.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, you're not local. Even better. Mother Miranda's gonna love you. Wait, you're whining. We're almost there.
The man is of no real use to anyone else, and my daughters do so love entertaining foreigners. Furthermore, I'm ashamed to entrust the mortal to House Dimitrescu. My daughters and I shall deliver them.
Way ugly! I want to see! He's awake!
Shut the fuck up!
Where?
You mean you'll screw around with him in private? Where's the fun in that? Give him to me, and I'll put on a show that everybody can enjoy.
Ugh, so gauche. What do we care for bread and circuses? The man thinks suffering is assured.
Yeah, I guess. The man's dick is cut off in the castle, blah, blah, blah.
I've heard all your arguments. Some of you were less persuasive than others, but I've made my decision. Heisenberg, the man's fate is in your hands.
Mother Miranda, I must protest. Heisenberg is but a child, and his devotion to you is questionable. Give the mortal to me, and I will ensure he is ready.
Shut your damn mouth! And don't be a sore loser! Go find your food somewhere else.
Quiet now, child. Adults are talking.
I'm the child. You're the one who's arguing with Miranda's
You
decision.
wouldn't know responsibility if it was welded
Oh,
to
keep growing! One day your head might actually fit your ego!
Hey, don't I get a say in this?
Silence!
My decision is final. There will be no argument. Remember from whence you came.
Thank you. Lycans and gentlemen, we thank you for waiting. And now let the games begin. Let's see what you're doing. Ethan Winters. Get ready.
No way!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Jesus Christ!
That's right. Run for your life.
Honestly, the path will carry you exactly where you need to go. You just gotta follow it. Like, holy shit.
You're still alive? In
Shit!
my word. You truly are as strong as they say. Oh, you think I'd let you get away?
Honestly, you just turn around and you can see this. Like, I don't understand why a lot of people were dying here, because it's like the only gap that you can really go into.
Nothing like fresh American ground beef!
Too close.
Unsurvivable. It's just unsurvivable.
Freaks have Rose.
And then, of course, in our old video game fashion, they did not disarm us for whatever fucking reason. They retain everything you have. I think there's some items in the vineyard. messed up. It's real people. Yeah, no. Herb, I remember. I'm not sure if there's something else like Chem Fluid or whatever. Oh, man. Just kind of copy pasted this one dude in this section. They didn't want to change it up for whatever reason.
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Winters.
How do you know my name?
Anyone who is anyone has heard of the likes of you. A hero searching for his daughter. Though I must say, that castle arouses suspicion.
Yeah, and so do you.
I am but a humble merchant.
Here?
Oh, forgive my manners. Call me the Duke. Now to business. Weapons, ammunition, healing salves, anything you desire, I can provide.
Okay, so one of the best characters in the entire game, the Duke. This is our merchant.
If it's just looking, I have something special today.
Okay, so there's a lot you can do with the Duke. The Duke's purse is where you sell stuff. All right. So usually I just kind of scroll over to the treasures because there's really no point in selling none of this. You don't want to sell none of this. And then, so with the treasures, if in the parentheses it says that it's valuable slash combinable, then it will combine into another item. So the game is really simple, and it will not let you like sell something that's, you know, like high value, but you could have made it better without telling you about that first. So just go ahead, and as long as it doesn't say combinable, just sell these things off. It'll just give you a little extra loot.
To think I would buy such things.
The gunsmithy is exactly as you think. It is just upgrades, just like RE4. And then supplies. All of these supplies. I'm actually kind of shocked right now I can't buy the upgrade. Just means I didn't get enough money. Okay, so a lot of these items that I have here are not going to show up on, if you're a first-time player, they're not going to show up in your inventory. Because they're not deluxe weapons or anything, but they're from beating the game multiple times and unlocking them through the extra content shop. So like the WCX and all this stuff, these are weapons that you get like way later on, you know, like not even nowhere near close to getting that right now. So yeah. But what I am going to do is my original playthrough, I played and I had the deluxe edition like already pre-ordered and everything. So I'm going to do the same kind of playthrough that I did by doing that. And, you know, yeah, whatever. So the free stuff I got here, that's also part of the deluxe package. It's called like the trauma pack or something like that. The resource kit. And I basically just get a free lockpick. I get a free healing aid. I get free ammunition, which is 30 bullets. And then free shotgun shells. Okay. And then for the game, this I will not buy this, even though it's really cheap, because it's a later section in the game. That's a later section. That's a later section. That's a weapon you can unlock just from doing what we were doing. Yeah, a lot of these are pretty much as they are. The weapon charms, these are deluxe things.
Choice.
Okay, and then the actual weapon upgraded parts are like the M1897 hair trigger, so it greatly increases the fire rate of the shotgun, and then the Lemmy high capacity mag, which will increase the amount of ammo that's inside of our Lemmy right now. And whenever you do any upgrades like this, you want to make sure that you use this when your mag is empty, because it'll give you a full reload each time. But since I downloaded the deluxe edition, I actually did play with the Samurai Edge, because as you can see in the parentheses, it says bonus from the Trauma Pack. Powerful customized handgun, which uses anti-bioweapon technology left by Albert Wesker. It's not going to be like a super boost or anything like that. It's just like 10 points better than the Lemmy is. And if we take a look at the Lemmy, one power upgrade, which is all you're going to get through the entire castle, is just 110. So yeah, essentially what you're doing here is you're just saving yourself 6,000, and the gun's really not like that much better at all. Like, you even lose ammo because it's only a 9 ammo capacity, while this one sits at 10. So yeah, so not a huge like cheap move or anything like that, and it still costs money to kind of even put in your inventory. So
Yes, I can
there it
see
is.
why you'd be interested in that.
And then everything else will not be bought from weapons-wise, at least. If it's parts, then yes. Because the parts will get unlocked as we continue through the game. But as far as these weapons are concerned, none of these will be touched for the playthrough, because you will not have them on hand. Now, ammo. I will buy ammo over time, once we actually like start getting money, and when we actually have the need for ammo. So the Duke's always going to sell ammo, but he does have a limited amount. So like when it says stock 15, that means that's all he has in the bottom right, is how much he has on stock right now. He only has 5 stock of shotgun shells, and then he only has 1 stock of first aid. So and then each time we find him, and different chapters and all that kind of stuff will basically upgrade his inventory as the game goes on. The most important stuff to actually buy whenever you get a chance to is going to be obviously the inventory upgrade, so you can carry more without having to stress out about leaving things behind, or dumping things and doing all that. Because in this game, there is no item box. You don't get an item box because they went with the Resident Evil 4 formula, and your suitcase is everything. So you have to carry everything on hand or leave things behind and come back for them later, which really sucks. Or just straight up discard stuff and lose it forever. Recipes are probably like the second thing to prioritize if you have nothing else to buy, like for upgrades. So you always want to get like weapon upgrades and extra storage, and then recipes for your ammo. Now, obviously this ammo type and stuff like that is going to be very hard to build because we don't have the materials for it right now. So it's better to save your money and then kind of explore where we're at first, and then get a deeper dive before doing any of this stuff. Okay.
I'm skilled at all sorts of weapons modifications, and will do them for a small fee. Please come again.
Then, like I said, we got this. And then essentially what you really want to do now is you kind of want to waste the Lemmy and then sell it back to the Duke while it's empty. Because these are 10 free bullets that are going to be sold with the weapon, and that kind of sucks. All right. And then we got a Mr. Everywhere, and then we got the Mr. Raccoon charm. So we can put the charm onto the shotgun, and then we can fit this onto I guess we'll have to wait for our upgrade. So if worse comes to worse, then we'll just dump the charm. But yeah, it's no more than just putting it on your gun and whatever. So we can just examine this. And then you'll see a little dangly Mr. Raccoon just kind of chilling there. Now it can be kind of distracting, like when you're aiming crazy. So if you don't want these on, then don't equip them at all if you don't wish to. I mean, I don't mind them. I don't think they're the best things to attach to your weapon in a game like this, but hey, it is what it is. Okay. So we got all of our free stuff. We look like we're in a good setup right now. And then we just want to go ahead and enter the castle. And then begin this adventure. Castle Dimitrescu. So the castle is very nice, very, very great aesthetics. Obviously, when you think of a castle, this is kind of what you want, right? And then something that they actually fixed in this Resident Evil is that I actually don't have to pull out my knife to hit the vases or anything breakable. You could just press X as long as the knife's in your inventory, and Ethan will just slap at it without having to actually switch to it. But since I'm just so used to playing as like Leon and all that stuff, this is just a habit that I can't break out of. So from time to time, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to break some glass, grab some resources. Need some money. Nothing happens. Yeah, just remember to duck, search, kind of check in between cracks and every now and again. You never know what can actually be opened up. So we got some good money right there, 10,000. So now we can actually go back to the Duke and purchase the luggage. But obviously you can see we are locked. So you'll have to refine the Duke. So once you enter the castle, you're stuck here for a little bit. 3 daughters, Bella, Cassandra, Daniela. Okay. January 5th, Rednick. Delivery of 1 male, 3 females. January 28th, Mother Miranda meeting with Mistress Dimitrescu. February 1st, the Duke. Business discussions. Okay, so somebody was taking account for records here. So yeah, just to show an instance here. Then you maintain your handgun. But for these ones, they don't. So you have to manually pop those ones. You hear the screams of a woman. And if you played the demo, then you would know what the scream is. Northen's Lambrants. A craftsman of the late 19th century, Northen was branded a heretic in his homeland. He wandered the lands until he settled in a remote village. Northen then created 4 labyrinths: the castle, the house on the hill, the water wheel, and the iron tower. Upon their completion, he put a gun to his temple and took his own life. Each labyrinth is unique and requires its own specially crafted metal ball to operate. Each one contains crystallized human remains, which are said to be Northen's 4 beloved wives. The labyrinths are their graves. So nice little lore about what these are. So then we need a ball or something and put it in the machines. Okay. Then if you want to, you can actually test out to see if we're able to. Oh, you have to make that decision at the main menu? Okay. Never mind. Every now and again, I'll switch it up whenever I reload the game, so we can hear the differences in the sounds. Then just got to be very cognitive not to kind of use that ammo. So you're kind of guided to one direction only. The mask, the angels. Oh.
Man blood. Mother, I bring you fresh prey.
You are so kind to me, daughters. Now, let's take a look at him. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you? Let's see how special you are.
Yes, Mother.
Starting to go a little stiff.
Then let's devour his man flesh quickly, Mother.
I am the one who captured him.
Now, daughters. First, I must inform Mother Miranda. But later, well, there will be enough for everyone. Udama! Oh, be careful what you wish for, Ethan Winters.
Wait, what are you doing?
Holy fucking wow, right? Oh man, understandably so, Resi community, I get it. All right, so we're fucked. But poor Ethan, man, he's just catching it. He's just catching it. This man catching strays all day, dude.
Crazy witches.
I mean, just look at the hand disfigurements going on here. Such a great little thing, you know, all the details they put into this. It's not like, you know, medicine that fully heals all wounds. Got it. So let's take a closer look. All right. Medicine that fully heals all wounds, gashes and acts as clotting agent when restoring function to damaged systems. So this is like a special type of thing, right? In their world, this is not your typical, you know, thing. So used for cleaning, disinfecting, and treatment, external. Apply the amount corresponding to the affected area, or apply it with a clean cloth and paste it. Heal cleanly. Cure quickly. And I actually have a bottle, a vial like that inside of this little Resident Evil altar that I have at home, so it's very cool. You know, shout out to the Etsy people who put in that kind of work to make those things. I made some vials on my own of like the different diseases and, you know, all that kind of stuff throughout all the Resident Evil franchise. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Okay. So grab the crimson glass. Dimitrescu blood red wine glass. So very, very nice. Kind of explore her room a little bit before you head out of here. Little disappointing that there's not much to the room. A lot of blood. And here we see the veils. So this is the first little lockpick that you can actually use, and this is kind of what this is set up for. So it's just better to use that lockpick now. It's just a free one anyway. But yeah, it just essentially just gives you whatever's inside the door. I'm not sure if it's always shotgun ammo, but you know, sometimes it's just dependent on what you need for ammo, I guess, or if you're needing heals. Maidens of the Harvest. Okay. Blocked from the other side. Yeah, a lot of the castle areas like this, a lot of secrets and stuff. It's just what you imagine, right? I wish they... See, I don't know how he turns like that. Like, okay, really? I don't know. Sometimes the game be gaming, right? The game be gaming. It's like, if my ass is in there, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Then we get a maroon eye ring. An eye-shaped gem is loosely set in this ring. It looks like it will come out with some effort. Let's go ahead and inspect that. A blood red gemstone in the shape of an evil eye. Very cool. Looks a lot like our famed Resident Evil villains, right? With all the eyeballs popping all over their bodies and stuff. Then you got your... And then now's a great time to start, like, saying to, memorize the castle routes. All right, so there's a lot of chase sections in this castle because obviously the franchise has fallen in love with those like chasey enemy type things where you can't really beat them until you actually like fight like an actual boss room with them, and you know they make you panic and run around, so you're never like truly free at running around and just doing as you please. So you do want to have like a lot of caution. That resets. Still says we're missing something. Oh, because I haven't popped it yet.
Where have they taken Rose?
Okay, now we got 4 of these statue things that just popped up. I would have seen them come up though, but I popped the door too early. So we got to find out how to open every single one of these using the recesses in the back. Mask the angel's blinded gaze, and only then will you be saved. Okay. So Ethan just went through it.
Oh, we meet again.
Duke? Why are you here?
Where there's coin to be made. And have you found your daughter?
No.
If she is truly here, the lady of the castle would have kept little Rose in her private chambers, would she not?
Dimitrescu?
The very same. Why don't you take a look? Maybe you'll get lucky. And speaking of looking, care to make a purchase?
The Duke, the finest merchant around,
Well,
right?
then, feel free to peruse.
It's like I said, I just go to the treasures and I just kind of look. If they're valuable, then great, just sell them out. Ain't gonna be no use for them.
As always, a trustworthy, fair exchange.
And then now would be time to purchase the item upgrade here. And then,
Securing goods is more important than anything.
damn it.
Anything, my friend.
I need 30 more. 30 more so I can... You want at least 1 power upgrade in your shotgun because this is going to like get you through the majority of the castle. I mean, just like, and if you're thinking of it as a smart person anyway, I mean, shotguns are literally how you do damage in Resident Evil. Pistols are there for more of like your sidearm, right? That's what they are. So, yeah, that sucks. But we'll find money throughout, so I'm not really worried about it.
I'm skilled at all sorts of weapons modifications, and will do them for a small fee.
I could just sell 2 bullets and then just get it out right now. Now we'll wait. We got some exploration to do.
Thank you for your patronage.
Okay, so that was a big upgrade, as you can see. Pretty much this was a cutoff right here, was from where the Lemmy was at, but then it added like a whole nother layer of, you know, squares right here. So you definitely want those upgrades as they come through in this game. It's not like RE4 Remake. I know I covered that one first before I came to Village. It's the upgrades that you put into a weapon, you are not going to get that money back, and the merchant will never have things that go on discount sales or anything like that. Everything's at the price and value that it's at for the entire game. So just make the money and then buy it. That's really the name of the game here. The winemaking techniques of Castle Dimitrescu can be traced as far back as the 15th century, long before the current occupants of the castle. Alcina Dimitrescu uses this legendary yet peculiar technique to enrich the wine's flavor intensity and bestow it with a thick bouquet. Her best vintage is Sanguis Virginis, meaning maiden's blood. It is kept in a special ornate bottle decorated with intricate silver flowers. Okay. A special bottle adorned with flowers. So as we were just reading, we go and eat something, right? Ooh, maybe I do want to pop those. Perfect. Oh, we're still missing something here. There we go. Yeah, and sometimes the map's going to help you know, too, like to kind of look up and try to find treasures like that.
Seeking something in particular?
And let's upgrade our shotgun power. That's going to get us through, like I said, the majority of the game here. Or in the beginning, I should say. Then after that, it's going to be recipes and trying to, you know, get those bought as well.
Pay me no mind. To think I would buy such things.
But you're the dude.
Of a wonderful adventure.
All right, I think that's a good setup right now. We kind of advanced a little bit more, saw the crazy things that we are probably going to be dealing with by that little family gathering. Ethan running around, being chased by, you know, the Lycans, and oh man, avoiding a bunch of death traps and stuff like that. So yeah, made it to Castle Dimitrescu and going to go ahead and deal with Alcina and her little girls here. So it's going to be a fun one. Castle is the game is really fast though. Like, let's just be clear, right? The game is very quick. I mean, I think on my first playthrough, like I was taking everything really in, slow pacing it, died a few times, whatever, right? And I think I still accomplished it like within 12 hours. So, and that was like a straight up crawl walk and then just kind of figuring out the puzzles because they were the first time I saw it. End game was like a little bit more difficult because the enemies changed a lot over there. So yeah, not too overly difficult of a game to master in a couple of or a few hours. I wish it was longer, but I mean, this is kind of what Resident Evil is. It's very short games. You know, they don't really make like long 30-hour adventure type games or anything like that. They're usually quick and you can beat them within a day, usually. So, yeah, but we're just here to try to appreciate this game as much as we can before we jump into the other, you know, games of the series. And so far, I mean, the last like 2 or 3 weeks, I've already accomplished, you know, 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake, and 7, and now I'm doing 8. And then with plans to do like Revelations 1 and 2 with maybe 0 and 1, I don't know yet. Original 4, probably 5 and 6, just to have them all on here. But I'll probably have to space those out as I kind of want to play something else after Village, just for a little while, you know. And then we still got a bunch of DLCs to go through as well. So anyway, that was the first part of the castle. We will come back and continue on through this little nightmare zone and see what is awaiting us. Thanks for watching.